Hey, friend, today I want to tell you a story and we'll get practical in the next episode. But I want you to listen for yourself in it because I don't think this episode is just about me. And I don't think it's just about alcohol. I think it is about that one thing, whatever your one thing is. A few years ago, we had family pictures taken. And I remember that morning thinking about who I wanted to be in those photos. Like, I wanted to be fun and relaxed and patient and playful and fully present with my girls and my husband. And I thought, I know exactly how to become that version of me. So I poured a glass of wine and I honestly didn't even sip it. I just drank it. I chugged it because I didn't have time to enjoy it. I was getting all these kids ready for the family pictures and myself. And it was a morning photo shoot. The purpose of that glass was not to enjoy it. The purpose was to make me feel something, to make me become something I didn't know how to be on my own. And here's the story I believed in that moment. In order to be the ideal version of myself, I needed wine to do it. I needed it to be the fun and engaged mom. I needed it to be a playful wife. I needed it to get through bedtime. I needed it to calm down after a hard day. And then life happened. And my husband, who I loved deeply, hit rock bottom with alcohol. And I watched up close what that substance could actually do. And I started to pay attention to my own relationship with it differently. I remember sitting at a girls' night out a couple of months later, and I had a fresh margarita in my hand. And something shifted in me. And I thought, this no longer serves me. I'm dependent on it to be the version of me I want to be. So I left the last half of the margarita on the table, and that was my last drink 10 and a half years ago. But here's what I want you to hear because this episode's not really about alcohol. It's about whatever that thing is for you, the thing you use to cope, to numb, to become who you wish you already were naturally. The thing that helps you get through bedtime, to get you through hard conversations, or get through the feeling you don't want to feel. And I want to name some of them because I think we need to say them out loud. Scrolling, sugar, food, television, overworking, cleaning and organizing till the house is perfect because at least that feels controllable. Helping everyone around you so you never have to sit long enough to feel your own feelings. Exercise pushed past healthy into compulsive painkillers, porn. Every single one of us is on a scale of dependence with something. Not one of us gets to sit this one out. We all have substances and habits we use to numb pain, avoid our feelings, or just cope with the everyday weight of being human. And most of us know what ours is. We just keep looking away from it. So I want you to be honest here. Nobody's going to see it. You can rip it up later, but I think writing it down is good. What are the things that you reach for when life gets hard? What do you use to avoid a feeling you don't want to feel? What helps you get through the moment that you wish you did not need? Write it down, even if you tear it up in pieces afterward. Because I'm going to ask you to get curious about something. And if you haven't named what your something is, you can't be curious about it. It is so much easier to look at someone else's habit than to look at our own. We look at the person we're doing life with and say, at least I'm not as bad as that. My bad habit doesn't do that. At least my habit is not as visible as theirs. At least I'm not the one with the real problem. But Jesus talked about this. He said, why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but ignore the log in your own? Why do we focus so intently on someone else's struggle while the thing we're refusing to look at is sitting right there in our own lives? I could have spent years focused on Trey's rock bottom. Instead, I had to ask, what's the log in my own eye? What's the thing I keep refusing to look directly at? Whatever that habit is, it's keeping something from you. It's keeping you from the version of yourself you actually want to be, the patient one, the present one, the one who's clear and rested, emotionally available and alive, fully alive. And that version of you exists. She doesn't need a crutch. She just needs you to get curious enough to find out what life looks like without that thing. I gave up alcohol, and honestly, I did not know what I would find on the other side. But here's what I found: mental clarity, deep sleep, the ability to be present in the moment, the ability to actually listen to my body, the end of the mindless eating at night, relationships that grew more authentically than ever had before. And when we had family pictures a few years later, it was this like beautiful moment because they turned out gorgeous. I was fun and laid back and patient and joyful and laughing with my girls and playing with my husband, and I didn't need wine for it. So that woman was there the whole time. I just had to find her. So here's what I want to invite you to do today. Get curious, not committed forever, not dramatic, just curious. What's the one habit in your life that you keep looking away from? The one that keeps you up at night, the one that brings a little bit of guilt or shame in the quiet moments, or the one you justify by comparing yourself to someone else who has it worse? What is it for you? And the real question underneath all of it is, could you become the version you really want to be without it? And so I have a free guide on my website, lesliebegin.com, specifically designed to help you sit with the Lord and process through this. And it's not a plan or a program. It's a space to get honest and curious with God about what the habit is covering up or substituting for in your life. And you can find it at lesliebegin.com/guides. And in the next episode, we're going to look at what to practically do to get curious with whatever that thing is for you, and how to take the first tiny step toward finding out why and who you are without it. So, my friend, this is your reminder. You are an overcomer. You just have to dare to begin. So let's begin.